I couldn't get any good lighting. I'm in the car. Welcome back to episode number 6 on Dantics with Dan and his antics. There's been some changes around there. I have videoed some of it. So I've welded in some cage mounts. I've made a wide body. And I think that's it. I still got to do the front of the wide body, so I'll give you a quick show of what I've done with some video clips, and then we'll get into today's video. So to start off with, I've made the back end wider, both sides. I'll insert video clips here of how I've done it. So I've got this side all nicely tacked now. That gives me the flare bit, and then I've made a stencil from this side, mark the lines, so then I'll stick that on the sheet, and then it will give me, in theory, wrong side, in theory it should give me the right shape to match that profile, which will make that side the same, in theory. So I've marked that all up on there, that's my cut line, and I'm going to save this, because if I cock it up, I've still got that to fall back on to make another one. In theory. So now I've got my line there and there, which is where the back's got to line up with that bit. The other side is ever so slightly longer, but it's not really an issue, because as long as I can, that's going to have to be blended out, and the other side will as well with filler, so we're not too bad. I'm going to put a tack on the end which will hold that, and then I'll follow that along with this, and then I can then bend the top over then, which will give me my shape to weld it back in along here. So it's quite simple. There's loads of finishing to be done on it, because that all needs grinding back nicer, this needs grinding back nicer, but I need to get some different discs, and I'm useless and I forget to order stuff. Done that both sides. I got to sort out the back still, so that'll be in another video, but I need to get the bumper to fit first, and then we can do that. Then welded in some cage mounts. The welds are not pretty by all means. I did some alright ones, my mate did some terrible ones, but he's never welded crap metal before, so that'll be why. They need grinding back and smoothing off and running some more welds over, but they aren't looking too bad. They're solid. That one there is the worst. That is pigeon poo. That one there is not much better, but once again I need some different discs, and then we can sort those out. But today's video is going to be grinding back the inside, getting the bit inside back to bare metal. Before we can do that, I need to get this rubber off, sound deadening. So I've got trusty old blowtorch, melt it, heat it up, and then we can start stripping back the metal and getting it back to bare metal. I've got built hamber hydrate 80 in the van to treat it with after, and then I can do the underside. So what I don't want to do is do this, paint it, then go on the underside, put a load of heat in the metal, and then ruin what I've done in here. So we're going to get this bed back, then next video we'll do the bottom in the engine bay, and then we're on the homeward straight then. Right, gonna start getting this off. I don't want to put too much heat into it, because I feel like it'll melt it too much and make it stickier, so we just want to heat it up enough to get it to peel basically. So hopefully this should do the job. The reason it's sparking so much, I haven't vacuumed it out since I did the, oh that's lush. I haven't vacuumed it out since I did the welding, so all the metal sparks are just going everywhere. But this is coming up an absolute dream. Get this bit up and move this all over there. Let's continue. Right then, that is one side done. It wasn't too bad. More heat was definitely better. It just came flying off. I somehow got to get this residue off. When I did the mounts, I took off down there. Paint thinners works really well for removing it. I haven't got much left though, so we'll have to see how that goes. thinners, got my rag. Now, I'm just going to soak this. If I can get any out. There we go. Soak that with that. And now, quickly for the other side. Right, I look stupid. I've been to Screwfix. I got a mask. I got some goggles. We're going to start stripping some paint. I've already started doing some. Just did a test patch. This disc is brilliant. I think I paid about 12 quid for it from Tool Station earlier. And it strips some paint well, so I'm going to do a time lapse of me stripping some paint. And then later on, we'll treat it with some built amber. Right, so I've got that part done. So then, I've got some hydrate 82, got a metal tin, and then a brush. I've only done this section for now because if I do any more down there, I think my hands are going to fall off, or I'm going to get white finger. So I'm going to do this and then call it a day. Order a load more abrasives because I'm running out and these discs go down really quick. Yeah, so I'm going to put this on now. I'll show you what it does, and then that'll be the video over. Right, so that is the whole lot coated. I've done some extra bits, even though I haven't finished sanding them yet, because I don't know when I'm going to next be on this, and I don't want it rusting over, so that should hopefully protect it a little bit. I'm just waiting for it to go off now. Hopefully it'll come up with some black spots or whatever. Then I know that it's working. But that'll do me for today. My face is filthy. I'll tidy up and that'll be me going home. So yeah, later.